Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Missouri Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football. Buys a little time with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse. This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great footballs.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Finds his man down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. To throw, it's Hill. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Huskies! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, who can design ways to get the football in his hand? Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Unloads to the right. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Runs through a tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fires into the end zone.
working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Give him 109 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Wants to throw. It's Green. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington, 21, Missouri, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stops at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get it?
And he breaks into the open. The 20. And they finally get him. Big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A first down run in the red zone. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense, and points at a premium.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That's a really good looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
It's caught downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Finds the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the owner.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
He's got it down the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Missouri gets to the line quickly. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He finds his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing.
as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball, and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they did tack on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this deep.
Off he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll throw it on first down, using the quick game. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Missouri! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Scanning the field, it's Hill. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much more. game with back-to-back TDs.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
He's got him this time. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. That completion delivers a first down. On the run, it's Walters. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Missouri wants to go fast.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got a lot of running room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
When you're a defense, really stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to...
Can anyone catch him? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He'll do it himself. Shows him the stiff arm. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Everett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're... Talk explosive plays. The deep... able to make the stop.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off play action. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They are up by 37 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think this running back has proven this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Snags it over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They run the reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's running in the open. There it touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe...
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here we go. Third down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
They make the stop to the 19 after a pickup of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Jean-Pierre. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Washington! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it.